And good morning, everyone. It's Do-It-Yourself Wednesday. Today we're at Menards focusing on preparing your lawn and garden for the cooler temperatures of fall and eventually the winter months that are right around the corner. So how do you prep your garden ahead of time? Might be a little more to the project than you might think. This morning, TV6's Ashley Kirkland joins us from Menards with more. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We're here at Menards for Do-It-Yourself Wednesday, and I can't believe the time is here to already talk about fall, winter, and colder temperatures, but time waits for no man. So here we are, and today we're going to teach people how they can winterize their lawn to keep it, preserve it during the winter time in the colder months, and make sure that they are able to have their grass sprout up beautifully in the springtime when it becomes warm again. So today we'll be talking to the experts at Menards about different products and the different layers that you want to make sure that you start to do before you actually winterize your lawn and the steps that you need to take. It may seem like you don't need to do anything, but there's actually more to the process than people would think. So you definitely want to make sure that you have the right fertilizers, the right materials, and just the right steps to know to take to winterize your lawn, and so it won't be ruined when the springtime comes around. Now, a little later, we'll check back in with you here at Menards and go through those steps to make sure that people are aware of just what to do. So I can tell you, I definitely don't know about this, but I do need to winterize my lawn as I'm responsible for cutting grass. So we'll toss it back to you in the studio, but we'll be back with more tips and details later on. And I'm reporting live at Menards in Marquette County. Ashley Kirkland, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley, and welcome back. Seasons are changing. You're going to see those change in leaves as well as in the yard work. Now, your task may go from mowing to raking and shoveling snow. This morning, Ashley Kirkland joins us from Menards in Marquette Township with tips on how to prep your garden and yard for the colder months.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We're here at Menards in Marquette Township, and there are 5 essential steps that people want to remember before they start to winterize their yard for the colder temperatures. And today I'm here at Menards with hardware manager Rob Packard, and he's going to tell us more, go over those steps in detail with us about how to winterize your yard. Good morning, Rob. What do people need to know for the first steps to winterize their yards?
Well, the first step that they want to do is they want to remove any yard debris or any thatch, the buildup of lawn debris over the summer that might be blocking like moisture from getting to the roots. You can do that with just a stiff rake, like a bull rake, just to break it up and get it up off the ground. And then you want to put a good winterizer fertilizer down that promotes, good, strong growth, before the winter, before the grass goes dormant. So in the springtime, it comes back really strong. Your third step, you're going to need, you're going to aerate your lawn with a deep aeration. You want to get, 2 or 3 inches deep, and you can either do it with a long time stiff, like a hay rake like this, which would take, quite a while because you have to put, like every 4 inches, you have to put it 2 or 3 inches into the ground. If you have a small lawn, that'd be all right, or you can get a toe behind aerator, such as this, that would, you tow behind your lawn tractor or your four-wheeler or something like that, would do it very quickly. Or you could rent something like this. Your next step would be to do a heavy spread of fall grass seed, which is a grass seed that will grow quickly and will grow strong roots. So it'll come back strong in the springtime.
Now, with the grass seed, is this something that people can compose themselves, or it's definitely they need to buy it already prepackaged?
You buy the grass seed based on what time of the year you're going to put it down in. You can buy a spring grass seed, something that like a shade grass seed, or various types. So it's pretty specific. You buy a fall grass seed, it's composed of specific types of grass that would grow quickly in the fall in cooler weather, and then would come back in the spring.
And so if people actually don't follow these steps, what could be the consequences when the ground begins to unthaw in the springtime? What would they see in their yards?
The grass won't come up as quickly. It may take a little while longer before it starts to grow and get really thick and like a hardy green. I mean, your grass isn't going to die or anything, but, you know, it'll be matted down, and, you know, in the springtime it'll be harder to get it to come back and get really luscious and green.
As far as the level that they need to keep their lawn at, how low should they cut the grass before or after they begin to winterize it?
You know, you're going to start winterizing your grass now, you know, with the fertilizers and the aerators and stuff like that. You mow your grass normally right now. You don't need to worry about until like your last mow of the year. You'll cut it down to like an inch, and then pick up any of the grass clippings and stuff like that. Break up any leaves. You don't want any of that stuff on the ground because it'll compact with the snow, and you might get like snow mold. And then it'll make it harder in the spring to rake up all that stuff, because you got to get all that stuff up, or the grass, you know, has a really hard time growing through it.
All right, thank you, Rob, and we'll be back a little bit later. He's going to talk to us about bundling up those trees and bushes that you may want to protect in your yard for the winter time, and just different materials that you can use to keep those safe and protected. I'll toss it back to you in the studio, Vicki, reporting live at Menards in Marquette. This is Ashley Kirkland, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley, and you can feel
Welcome back, everyone. It's already time to start thinking about getting your lawn and garden ready for the cooler weather. Now, if you want your garden to look beautiful in the spring, you may want to start the prep work now. This morning, TV6's Ashley Kirkland joins us from Menards with more on how you can get a head start. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Greg. That's right. We're here at Menards, and really quick, we're going to show people how to bundle up those trees and bushes and maybe even their garden bed a little bit for the winter, and make sure that they stay bundled up and warm as well. So, Rob, you're back here with us, and you have some products for us to help people bundle up those trees and bushes. Can you tell us what you have?
Right here I have a snow fence. You could use on larger bushes. You wrap them up and keep them tight so the snow doesn't, you know, cause the branches to fall down. You could also use a burlap. It's not as rigid, but you could, you know, it does the same thing. It just holds up the bushes. And like say for your smaller plants that you want to protect, you know, from the frost, getting closer to the winter, and in the winter from the snow, you use like a solid foam protector here.
Okay, and these look like coolers, but they go over the bushes?
Yeah, they'll go over whatever plant you want to protect, and essentially it is like a foam cooler, but it keeps out the frost and protects the plants.
Okay, and exactly what time do you want to put these on? Right before the snowfall, or when you begin to winterize your yard?
You can start using them when we start getting the frost at night to protect them, and then right before, you know, the plant goes dormant, and right before winter and the snow flies, then you put them on there and leave them on there until spring.
All right, thank you so much, Rob, for showing us how to winterize our yards for the cold temperatures coming up. And as we can see, that we're not the only ones that need an extra layer of protection and coats. Your trees and bushes also need a little bit of protection. And that's all for us here at Menards today for our Do-It-Yourself Wednesday. And we're going to toss it back to the studio. I'm Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
Thank you, Ashley, and we'll be right back with your TV6 Morning Show.